is a decoupling point? The idea of a decoupling point is it is the point at which you take your aggregated inventory, which is like all of the stuff together in big amounts, and you disaggregate it into individual customer lanes. A bunch of tea. This is 4 black tea and 4 green tea. And I've got a pot of boiling water, and I'm just putting them all together in this pot of boiling water, and I'm gonna leave them to steep for like 5 minutes. I'm following my friend Stephanie's recipe, and I've got this jug. And that may sound confusing, but a simpler way to say that same thing without all the operations jargon is it is the point in your supply chain where you can put the customer's name on the product. Now, let's take a very simple example. This beverage has a decoupling point on the shelves. Now, the reason for that is it is what is called made to stock. That is, it is stocked on shelves, and so the whole way through the supply chain, everyone is forecasting. They're making their best guesses about how many of these beverages are going to be purchased. Part of that forecast is going to be historical trends. When something is made to stock, you know very little information about how many of these things to make. So you have to just like make best guesses, right? You like look at your competitors, you look at whatever. And you gotta make your best guess because there is no name on the product the whole way through the supply chain.
Yeah, I didn't know, I mean, it makes sense. I didn't even realize that.
Now, let's take another example. Let's take, I don't know, a car that has special features. Like a car that has this kind of key so that 99% of the cars on the market are like a push to start now. But let's say you really, really want a car with a special key to be made to order. So then the manufacturer does something called assemble to order. Assemble to order moves the decoupling point a little bit earlier in the system, whereby instead of forecasting the total number of cars, you forecast the total number of each feature of the car. That means you make things in assemblies, and then you kind of plan the assembly instead of making the whole thing. You cooking with the I drink water in New York, New York.
How are you? Why did Josh ditch you?
Now, my grandma really, really wanted a car with that kind of key. And when I was given that car from her, I now get this really cool key. Okay, so I am driving back from Saratoga Springs, New York to Boston. And I was like, I could go the short way, which is like 3 hours, or I could go the long way through Vermont. Now, I have been to 39 states, but now I have been to 40 states because I am currently in Vermont. So I pulled off to the side of the highway because I saw this. And that's an assemble to order. Let's say you're this t-shirt company. You might be made to order. That means that you aren't doing any special kinds of design that aren't like pre-made, like maybe you have a certain dimensions that are available on the shirt or shirt colors, but you are only starting production the second an order has been made. Now this means you have way more context about these orders, and it's a really positive thing to have because it means that you don't have to make guesses about the demand.
And her now wife.
The problem with the timeline is you need to like set up a tripod.
That can be really expensive because there are costs to overstocking and there are costs to understocking. But if you have like the exact right amount of stock, then servicing every single one of your customers at exactly 100% of what they would like to be serviced. The downside to this is customers tend to have pretty long times that they are waiting for the products.
Right now it's raining really hard, and so we've got this little tarp thing going on.
Oh, it's getting lighter.
It's what?
It's getting lighter.
The rain is getting a bit lighter, but not by much. There's 5 of us, 6 of us. Who knows?
But what's worse is when things are engineered to order. When things are engineered to order, it means that the whole design process is under the customer's demand.
I don't think we need plates, right?
Let's take graphic design. You may hire a graphic designer and have them make all of your different things, and you may keep talking to them, and you go to them with a brief, and then you go to them over and over and over again, and you're iterating on your different products. That means that the whole supply chain is actually under the customer's control. And if you are a customer, you may really want something to be engineered to order, because that means that you are getting exactly what you want. And I thought it was like at least a gallon, but turns out it's a little less than a gallon. So now I need to decide what I want to do with, because this is going to make, the recipe I'm using right now will make a gallon. So it's like, this is what's less than a gallon. So what step of the kombucha process is this?
This is the step where I drink coffee.
I boiled the tea, I added the sugar, I put the SCOBY into it, and then I had all sorts of chaos, and so I stopped recording, but here are my 2 jugs now. This one you can see the half of SCOBY in it, and it's even got a tiny little bit of foam, and then the other one has just got the birds on it. But the downside, it takes forever, and it's way more expensive. The reason being is you are willing to pay a premium for that extra amount of care and knowledge. Welcome back to another episode of Guess That Decoupling Point. I'm here with contestant Joel Willick, who has not seen this video yet and probably doesn't know what a decoupling point is. And he is going to guess the decoupling point of 5 different products. Isn't that right, Joel Willick?
Yeah, I guess so.
Product number 1. What is the decoupling point on my kombucha? And, you know, pay attention to the fact that I am the only customer on this kombucha.
I don't even understand what, like, am I supposed to give you a number?
That's right! The decoupling point on my kombucha is engineered to order because the customer did all of the design. Question 2, what is the decoupling point on my car?
Is the answer a word?
That's right, it was assembled to order because the decoupling point was set right after the assembly phase. Question number 3, what is the decoupling point on a mural?
Made to order?
That's right, it's engineered to order because the artist began the whole design process most of the time working in partnership with an already established establishment. And question number 4, what is the decoupling point on a baseball game?
Manufactured to order?
That's right, there is no decoupling point on a baseball game, but you could make an argument that it is made to stock. Now, final question, what is the decoupling point on your strawberries?
My strawberries?
Yes, your strawberries.
When I eat them.
Well, it's interesting because you bought them in aggregate and then we disaggregated them by making them into smoothies. So you could kind of make an argument that we moved the decoupling point further down in the supply chain. Thank you for playing, and you got 0 out of 5. How does that make you feel?
It makes me feel like I did a bunch of ghost labor to cut those strawberries up in my own home instead of them being cut up when they were brought to me.
If you like this video, hit that like, and if not, blame my brothers.
If you like the video, hit the like, and if not, you can blame my brothers. Blame my brothers.
Take a picture next to your shipper.
COVID's back.
They did.
I was about to go up into the attic.
All right, everybody.
Attic.
The attic.
Wait.
The
Get your
second
mask
attic.
off. Just take the mask
How are we
off.
doing this?
Somebody, Larry, you do the selfie. You're a good selfie.
These are the symbols of life.
Camera. Here.